Another long process for you guys. Keep watching to see how I created this blended gray color. Alright, so this is my client before. You can see that she has really grown out brassy ends. And actually, I was the last person that colored her hair. The first time we did her hair, we did a very full foil, no subsections, a very heavy weave, because she doesn't like any warmth in her hair. She absolutely wants zero warmth, and she wants her hair super ashy. The problem though is that she has well water, I believe, so no matter how ashy I get her hair is 100% always gonna go brassy again. That's just the way it is. It's hard to prevent. You can't really do anything, even if you use really good clarifiers and toning and purple shampoo and all that stuff. You're always gonna have brassy hair when you have either well water or like lots of minerals in your water. It's just something that's impossible to prevent from happening. So we're going through and doing her vertical foils around her face. You know that I like to do about 2 or 3 on both sides of her hairline, and then I don't want to bore you guys with the other side, so I just skipped it. But here we are going in and doing her foils for like a brighter money piece. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but what I'm doing is I'm going through with a black color brush and I'm applying this lightener at her roots. This has a 20 volume developer, and then through her ends I'm going through with a pink brush, and this actually has, it's basically like bleach water. I know her hair is really fragile and I need to lift it, but I have to use very weak lightener to make sure that her hair doesn't get damaged. So you see right here, I switched to my pink brush. So if you see me going back and forth, that's why. It's because I'm being very cautious with her hair. I don't want to cause any damage. And so anytime you see me with the pink brush, that's because I'm trying to prevent her ends from breaking. So with the weaves that I'm doing, you can see that they're very fine. I'm not doing any subsections between any of my foiling. I'm doing just a really heavy weave. I'm hardly leaving out any of her natural hair. I want her hair to blend as it grows out, but I want the majority of her hair to have a really nice color. I really want to lighten and lift her base. That's why we're doing a heavy foil, but just leaving a little bit of her natural there for a little bit of more blending. As always, using my Olaplex to help prevent the hair from any damage. This is included in all of my lightening services. Okay, see this little foil here? These little foils are what make a difference in your clients being happy with their hair. So many people, I feel like, take little shortcuts, and this could have been a shortcut, but it's these little areas that are gonna make all the difference when your clients don't see just a big random chunk of either dark or brassiness in their hair. Always take the time to do your best quality work, and it's really gonna reflect in your retention of clients. They're gonna appreciate the time that you put into your foiling services, and they're really gonna like the quality of work that you do. Back and forth and do my foiling on either side, 3 foils per section, until I can do a horizontal foil all the way up through the back. So right here, until you see the top of that parting, I'm gonna finish off with horizontal foils. Now that I've finished my horizontal foils going up the back, I'm going to go back around to the front on the sides, and I'm going to do vertical foiling all the way until I reach like the corner back section on either side, where I can start back up again with horizontal foils all the way up to the top of the crown area. I'm finishing up my back crown area, and then I'll go through the top in my last section and I will do horizontal foils through the top area. And I'm gonna go through and check my foiling to make sure that I don't have any damage. If I need to pull foils out, this is the good time to do it. I'm confident now with how long my foils can sit. This has been about 3 hours, because I use my Schwarzkopf Blonde Me, which has the bond protector in it, and then Olaplex, so it's kind of like double safety. So that way I know that her hair has a lot of protection from damage. So always go through and check the hair, make sure it's pulling okay. Wipe the hair if you need to with a towel. I prefer doing a towel versus spraying it down, because when you use water in the hair, it's kind of like you're still activating the bleach. If you just wipe it out with a towel, you're gonna dry the bleach out and then it's gonna stop processing. So I prefer using a towel versus spraying it down with water. Now that we're through the end of our foiling, we're gonna go through and paint through her ends that are left out. I just want to kick through some of that brassiness and re-brighten it up a little bit. This is with the really old weak bleach, so it's not gonna be damaging to her hair. Okay, so after I wash her hair, I'm gonna go through with this Biolage acidic milk rinse, and I feel like this really helps the hair. It makes the hair feel so soft. It just kind of helps balance the hair back out after it's been lightened. Sometimes it can just feel so fried no matter how healthy the hair is when you bleach it, just from blowing the cuticle out. So I feel like this makes a big difference. I love my Fanola No Yellow shampoo. This helps me see what is going to tone really nicely and what still has a little bit more warmth in it that I'm going to have to kick out. Here's my formula that I'm going to use for her brightest hair. My 9 and 10 that I like to use with just a little bit of rose gold to help brighten the hair and prevent it from going like too ashy and too muddy. It's my favorite formulations for blondes and those who want more of a cooler, ashier look. So now that she's toned for her brightest areas, you can kind of see where she has a lot of warmth still. This is why I like toning for her lightest blonde first, because then when I go through, I can make sure to tone it out with the darker color that I'm gonna tone with. And this is what I'm using for her darker tone to kind of give her a darker, ashier look to match her natural roots. And I'm a loser. I literally just spilled all of my 6BV on the counter, but instead of wasting it, I just kind of dropped my bowl down there and swiped it in with my hand. So I guess I don't have any idea how much is in there. And I don't know what this color is gonna turn out like. Say a prayer. Here we go. Okay, one little tip for little accidents like that I just had is start in the back. Do not slap color in the front area if you are unsure about it or you're not sure how the color is gonna grab or whatever. This way, if something happens, if it grabs too blue, too gray, ashy, whatever, you can just clarify it out really fast and wash her, and she'll probably not even know the difference. So that's part of the reason why I started it in the back area, just to make sure I could see and be confident in how the color was processing. I'm staying away from the front hairline for the most part right now because I want to keep that as bright as we can. And then I'm just kind of combing through the ends because I want to still counteract any of that brassiness that's in there, but I don't want to darken up the ends too much. So just kind of combing through the ends really helps to drag that color down without depositing too much all at once. Now that we're going through her bang area around her hairline, I'm just kind of barely tapping right at the roots. I don't want to drag the color down too much at all. We still want to keep her nice and bright, but just kind of have more of a shadowy look in her bangs. If I see any warm areas that I really want to try and counteract, then I'm going to swipe through the ends just a little bit more. But you can see for the most part, I'm really just tapping the roots just slightly. And then after it sits for a few minutes, then I'm going to go through and comb it so that it blends a little bit better and kind of helps melt a little bit more through the ends. Please be really cautious when you flat iron the hair. I'm using 330 for our temperature. I kind of was checking her hair and I felt like this was how low we needed to go because any hotter than this was gonna burn her hair and cause it to go brassy. So just be really cautious when you're flat ironing that you're not burning the hair. Okay, here you can see how cool and ashy her hair is. It's the same level as her natural hair, so it should grow out really soft. I'm really sad the finished little video and little snippet here, we lost daylight, so we had to use a ring light right here. So it kind of is a little bit too much reflecting light, but I'm still really happy with the end result. My client was really happy and excited for it. Here's her before, super grown out, super brassy, but you know, took a little bit, like 6 hours or so, but we're really happy with the end result and how soft and shiny and in great condition her hair is still in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.